Link just watched this man sparkle away like a fairy, just like everyone else. And Link is like, bitch, no. Now, I could technically fight these Bako blends down here and blow them up and take their meat. And I think that's what I will do. And then afterwards, I'm going to go to the Shrine of Resurrection where he told me to go. And yeah. Yes, yes. Do your dance. Do your dance. Just waiting for him to... You know what? You know what? Fuck this dude. Hi. Okay. Did you just throw a rock at me, you little... Ah! You dummy. You do realize... That's what you get. That's what you get. Throwing flaming bear... Oh, sorry. Link, don't be mad at their little pieces. Be mad at the idiots. Link has such a temper. Oh, and I lost my shield. My really nice shield. That booty butt. And for that, I'm going to take their meat. The seared steak is mine now. Okay, so he threw that barrel. I lost my amazing shield, but there are things that... Oh, wait, hold on. No, well, we're not going to do that. We're going to go back to our club, you know, because we're clubbers. And hold on. Oh, man, I was a really nice shield. Okay, so now that... Oh, this is what I was looking for. Let's equip. Now Link looks like a sexy mountain man. Link just... There you go, buddy. Hiya! Oh, there was nothing in it. Damn it. So now I need to get to there. So first, in order to get there, I need to get back to the Shrine of Resurrection. Link, stop it. There we go. Okay, so now, wrong button. So now we return ourselves to the Shrine of Resurrection because that's where all the lines intersect. Not necessarily, it's actually the Temple of Time, but you know, you'll see it when we get there. And this is basically telling you to collect ingredients, you know, for food so you can cook and you can be a badass, and all that good stuff. So what I'm gonna do really quickly, I'm gonna go back to my club, you know, for reasons. I know most of y'all probably so sick of seeing the inside of this Shrine of Resurrection, but you know, it's Link's, you could say, almost his birthing place, you know? Look at that. That is beautiful. Again, this game is just gorgeous. And that is where we need to go. Okay, now most of you might be wondering, well, what is that old man? Why did he just glitter away like a fairy? What the bananas is going on? Well, in a minute, the story will tell you. You thought that was my job? I'm just playing the game. I'm just kidding. Okay, here we go. Ah, lovely. Ooh, shrooms. I like all kind of mushrooms. The ones you can eat are the best, and, well, I won't say that other one. The other shrooms are just fun to have around. Okay. Here we go. Okay, again, let's go with Link's new theme song. Zelda's waiting on us. I'm just kidding, no. I'm so sorry I came up with that song. I couldn't help myself. Temple of Time. And the reason why I'm going to go inside the Temple of Time is for a very specific reason. Because now that you have all 4 spirit orbs, for those of you who have never played this before... Oh, what's this? Oh, let's see. I'm going to see if it has goodies in it. Link, stop it. Throw it. Nothing. some of them have goodies in them. Oh, my club is badly damaged. How typical. Okay, so we'll put this away and we'll pick it up. Link, don't put it down. Pick it, honey. Just Link. There we go. Oh, there we go. And I think, yeah, I got the treasure chest in this area. Okay. So this is the place where all of the lines intersect, because if you go to your map, and I'll show you, and you notice that the goddess statue was shimmering and glowing. You see that? She wasn't doing that at first. In the name of Hylia. Now, if you see how you can see the X right there? You see all the 4 points of the shrine, and it's kind of like an X right there in the screen. What I'll do in post, I'll create the little X so y'all can see it. But this, I'm not trying to put a little stamp there, but I just wanted you guys to see where the X was. Now, if you go back to this goddess and you pray unto her, and you now have all 4 spirit orbs, she will ask you a question. You have conquered the shrines to claim their spirit orbs. I can offer you great power. It appears you have claimed 4 spirit orbs. Yeah, I have. In exchange for 4 spirit orbs, I will, what is it? My mic is in the way. Basically, tell me what it is that you desire. A heart container or a stamina vessel? Or never mind. So when you get 4 of the orbs, you can exchange it for heart containers or spirit orb. Because remember back in the day, you can get the pieces of heart. You don't get that anymore. You now get these orbs, and some people have done it where they just got nothing but the hearts and they never touch the orbs. For me, I'm gonna do a little bit of both because I think they're both very important. So let's get the heart. Sorry about that, guys. I had a phone call. So it said, you wish to take another spirit container? Yes. I shall grant this power you seek. Thank you. And so now I'm out of spirit orbs, but I got a heart container. So remember I had 3 hearts. Now I shall have a new heart container. See? Now I have 4. Okay, go bring peace to Hylia. Okay. Oh. This old man keep trying to, call Link out because, Link used to run them streets. I'm just kidding. The blessing of the goddess has made you that much more resilient, I see. Here I am. Get up here, quickly. Okay. See, look, Gramps, if you just want to get down in like some freaky deaky place, that's cool. Link is he's not a stranger to, down in some dick, okay? So, sometimes men are just so nasty. Exhibit A. I'm just kidding. So you can actually climb up this ladder, and it's funny because I technically saw this ladder earlier, but I just never touched it. Okay. And now you can see all the places we've been. Isn't that just spectacular? Okay, so up this way we go. Now be careful, because you can fall off the roof, and you've seen what happened when Link has died. Okay, our friend down there is glowing. Link is like, so am I about to take some magical dick? Like, what is happening here? I'm just kidding. Okay, Gramps, I'm coming. Keep it in your pants. Or not. Here we go. Now watch.
Well done there, young one. Now then, the time has come to show you who I truly am. I was King Rome Bosphoramos Hyrule.
That's a serious last name.
I was the last leader of Hyrule. A kingdom which no longer exists.
King Hyrule.
The Great Calamity was merciless. It devastated everything in its path, lo, a century ago. It was then that my life was taken away from me. And since that time, here I have remained in spirit form. I did not think it wise to overwhelm you while your memory was still fragile. So rather than that, I thought it best to assume a temporary form. Forgive me. I think you are now ready. Ready to hear what happened 100 years ago.
I am.
To know Calamity Ganon's true form, one must know the story from an age-long past. The Demon King was born into this kingdom, but his transformation into malice created the horror you see now. Stories of Ganon were passed from generation to generation in the form of legends and fairy tales. But there was also a prophecy. The signs of a resurrection of Calamity Ganon are clear, and the power to oppose it lies dormant beneath the ground. We decided to heed the prophecy and began excavating large areas of land. It wasn't long before we discovered several ancient relics made by the hands of our distant ancestors. These relics, the divine beasts, were giant machines piloted by warriors. We also found the Guardians, an army of mechanical soldiers who fought autonomously. This coincided with ancient legends, oft repeated throughout our land. We also learned of a princess with a sacred power, and her appointed knight, chosen by the sword that seals the darkness. It was they who sealed Ganon away using the power of these ancient relics. 100 years ago, there was a princess set to inherit a sacred power and a skilled knight at her side. It was clear that we must follow our ancestors' path. We selected 4 skilled individuals from across Hyrule and tasked them with the duty of piloting the divine beasts. With the princess as their commander, we dubbed these pilots champions, a name that would solidify their unique bond. The princess, her appointed knight, and the rest of the champions were on the brink of sealing away Ganon. But nay. Ganon was cunning, and he responded with a plan beyond our imagining. He appeared from deep below Hyrule Castle, seized control of the Guardians and the divine beasts, and turned them against us. The champions lost their lives, those residing in the castle as well. The appointed knight, gravely wounded, collapsed while defending the princess. And thus, the kingdom of Hyrule was devastated absolutely by Calamity Ganon. However, the princess survived to face Ganon alone.
Link, you are our final hope. The fate of Hyrule rests with you.
That princess was my own daughter, my dear Zelda. And the courageous knight who protected her right up to the very end. That knight was none other than you, Link.
No shit.
You fought valiantly when your fate took an unfortunate turn. And then, you were taken to the Shrine of Resurrection. Here you now stand, revitalized 100 years later. The words of guidance you have been hearing since your awakening are from Princess Zelda herself. Even now, as she works to restrain Ganon from within Hyrule Castle, she calls out for your help. However, my daughter's power will soon be exhausted. Once that happens, Ganon will freely regenerate himself, and nothing will stop him from consuming our land. Considering that I could not save my own kingdom, I have no right to ask this of you, Link. But I am powerless here. You must save her, my daughter, and do whatever it takes to annihilate Ganon. Somehow, Ganon has maintained control over all 4 divine beasts, as well as those guardians swarming around Hyrule Castle. I believe it would be quite reckless for you to head directly to the castle at this point. I suggest that you make your way east out to one of the villages in the wilderness. Follow the road out to Kakariko Village. There you will find the Elder Impa. She will tell you more about the path that lies ahead. Consult the map on your Sheikah slate for the precise location of Kakariko Village. Make your way past the twin summits of the dueling peaks. From there, follow the road as it proceeds north.
Wow, what an amazing story. Go on. Here is the paraglider, just as I promised. You now have a paraglider. So the Great Plateau has been, well, the isolated plateau has been completed. With that, you should be able to safely fly off the cliffs surrounding this area. And I think that is it. That's it. I've told you everything I can. Link, you must save Hyrule. In the name of Hylia, I rebuke you. I'm just kidding. So let's see what's in this. Ah, a bow. I need it. Okay. So now that I have the paraglider, I believe if I jump, I forget how to activate it. I think I technically could just jump down. Hold on. Let's see. See? Yeah, press. And I can just flow down to the ground. And if I press that, if I press B, it will like go back. But if I press, I believe it's X, it activates. Oops. I badly messed up my club. So I have to be careful with it. So hold on. Let's get a little bit of practice before I end up jumping to my death, as they say. And then from there, we will make our way to Kakariko Village, like he said. And like I said, I'm going to stay as close to the story as possible. But of course, I'm going to do stuff as well. So, yes. If I press X like so, bada bing, bada boom. And here we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. But if I press B, he'll let it go. It's sometimes good to do that when you jump off really high places because, as you can tell, Link will run out of stamina. And it's important that you do that. So the next place I need to head to is over here. You see that tower glowing in the distance? That's where I need to go to uncover the map. And yeah! Oh, look. There's a bigger bokoblin, one we do not wish to fuck with. See? So I have to be careful. Some of these guardians will activate and When they do, I will be in grave danger. Oh, but look. This area has like stuff I need. So let me get my axe out and let's start hacking and slashing, yeah? Ooh. Oh, that's the end of that. Nothing in there. Okay, so now let's quickly go to our bows, and I'm gonna drop this because this bow is better. Oh no, actually it's not better, it's actually weaker. And then for these, oh, I don't have my axe anymore. I probably should have taken that other axe. But there are other ways. Hold on, let's see. Yeah. Okay. So here are things we can use. Here we go. Okay. Fudge. Only thing I have is this giant sword, my claymore. And I guess when in doubt. Okay. Nothing. Nothing. Okay. So I don't have anything here to use that I could use to my benefit. It looks like there are things over there sparkling. Ooh, rusted broadsword. Yes. Okay. So these are things. Oh, and that's a spear I could use. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't really care for spears. Now, if I just need to use it because I'm in need of a weapon, then yeah, I'll definitely take it. But as you can clearly see, there are fox and stuff over there. Oh. That's on the other side. And where I need to go is down there. But I am not ready or strong enough to fight those big dudes. So there is another way to get around them. And I think this is a fox. Yes. Hi, little fox. And then there are like bugs and stuff you can get. So we're gonna avoid him at all, those big dudes at all costs. Okay. So as you can see, that's the direction I need to go. And yeah, move it, bird. Or you will get an arrow so far up your... I'm just kidding now. Yeah! Okay. So that's a shrine there. As you can see, technically I could go into that shrine, but I don't want to deal with those big dudes just yet. Yeah. See, and oh Lord, they're all over the place. I basically landed in an area where I am way underpowered. Run, Link, or the keys will get you. Technically, I could. Holy shit. That's not something you see every day. Okay. Normally, I would just fight them, but... Oh, I should have stayed on the bridge. That's what I should have done. Ah. Yeah, I gotta watch out for these guys. Time to run, Link. Yeah, so avoid them at all costs. I believe This is like the bridge area. All these damn keys everywhere. As you can see, you can do, ow. Leave me alone, little keys. Okay, here we go. That's the bridge I